song for old people. 15 minutes past 7 now.
Jeff the Dude Dudas. Underwatertimes.com.
Yes, from Miami, Jeff Dudas, underwatertimes.com, joins us. Good morning, Jeff.
How you doing, Wammo?
Very good. We've got three fascinating and interesting stories. First of them being a bit of a strange find that a fisherman has made.
It's being called the world's first recorded octofish, which is a starfish with 8 legs. And if you remember starfish, they usually have normally 5 legs, and they have this amazing ability to regenerate legs. So sometimes if you chop off a leg, one will grow out. As even people have seen 2 legs grow out. And so 6 legs are not rare, but not uncommon. But this is the first recorded instance of a true 8-legged starfish, and sort of has the marine biologists baffled a bit. And they started looking at it, and the starfish in the middle of it kind of has, its body where its mouth and stomach and sort of all the guts are at. And they started looking at it, and they figured out it was like a co-joined twin, a Siamese twin. So this is really 2 starfish that are fused together, I guess, from birth.
Right. So no one's aware of an actual breed of starfish that has 8 legs.
No known. So this is like it's kind of like a Siamese twin. 2 of them joined together, and evidently this one is doing quite well. They looked at it, and it's bigger than normal. It's about 10 inches across, and the biologists think that perhaps these extra arms mean it can get more food. So it's growing faster.
Oh, I see. So, but it doesn't have 2 mouths.
No. So whatever it's doing, it's working well. So I think they have it in an aquarium now. So they're watching it and feeding it. And evidently, it's pretty happy.
But the 2 sides of it are obviously cooperating.
You would hope so.
Yeah. One wants to go in one direction, one wants to go in the other.
Right.
Yeah. And this next story about an interesting Chinese fisher dog.
Yeah, this comes out of China's Hubei province. This guy was taking his dog to the lake for a swim, and the dog would stay on the side of the lake and kind of protect his clothes. Then the dog started jumping in the water, and it would retrieve things like sticks and dead fish and things floating in the water. And so he kept on going back to this lake. Then one day the dog started diving in this lake and bringing back live fish, and just bringing one after another. And evidently this dog has figured out that it sees bubbles on the lake, and it means a fish there, and it just goes right in after him, and is competing with the local fishermen there. No one's ever seen anything like this, evidently, in central China.
It's kind of like a bear does, I suppose.
It's something like that.
When bears go fishing, yeah.
This dog is called Ding Ding.
Ding Ding.
Ding Ding, the diving fishing dog.
Ding Ding, the diving fishing dog. Excellent. And finally, this last story is like something from the pages of a classic old salty old sea tale, like Moby Dick or something, about a fishing trawler. Tell us about this.
Exactly. This is off the coast of Chiba in Japan, their eastern coast. A 10-ton fishing trawler has gone down after netting some these giant jellyfish, and it just capsized the whole fishing trawler.
Wow.
Three guys in the ocean. Luckily, they were rescued. But this happens, it looks like every 2 years now. It happened in 2005 and 2007 and now 2009. These giant jellyfish, and they're called Nomura's jellyfish. They grow up to like 2 meters across. They're huge. Well, evidently this trawler had pulled in about a dozen of them in its net, and it was trying to bring them in, and it just flipped over the boat, and that was it.
Wow.
These guys were in the ocean.
They do say that that as the main predators get fished out, that it will be the jellyfish that take over.
Yeah, this is one of those things you see it's happening more and more all over the world, in the Baltic Sea and other seas where they haven't really seen jellyfish. Now jellyfish are sort of everywhere, and fishermen they can't bring back the fish, so they're wondering. I see this too. They're trying to figure out markets for these jellyfish. Can you get people to eat them?
Jellyfish salad.
Evidently, these jellyfish, when it happened before, they'd get in the nets and they would sting the fish and ruin the fish and sting the fishermen. They're really a pain, so you can't eat these. But maybe they say maybe the turtles and some of the fish that have been fished out or either killed by other means are not eating these jellyfish fast enough.
Any idea what these ones look like? Is it the classic sort of disc shape with the tentacles, dropping below them, or?
I've seen pictures, and there's some amazing pictures float around the internet where they'll have divers taking picture of them, and you could see sort of a diver next to one, and this jellyfish is like twice the size of the diver. It's just a huge disc, big white dome, not very, just like almost like a giant cake or something. Just huge, and they said 2 meters across, so this thing is giant,
massive
compared to a person. So huge mass and enough to flip over a boat if you get enough of them in your net.
Yeah, certainly freaky stuff. All right, thanks very much, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers. Jeff Dudas, editor of underwatertimes.com. That's where you'll find those stories and heck, a whole lot more there as well. I got a track now from Artisan Guns. This here is called Autumn. The Radio Wammo Breakfast.